Hey, how you doing? It's Curt Thomas here, your friend on social media. Want to give you a quick shout out, make this quick video. As you can tell, I'm in my home. I was completing my second book that I'm getting ready to release here in a few weeks. And I wanted to take this time out to reach out to you just to say hello. Some of you I do know that we've been acquainted for years, and some of you we just met over the internet. And I want to say thank you for accepting my request, and it's a pleasure to accept yours. And we all somewhat family now. Speaking of family, I have a 2-year-old, and if he decides to walk in this door in just in a few minutes, I may have to introduce you. But if you have kids, you understand what I mean by that. But again, my name is Curt, and I am a full-time motivational speaker now. I love speaking. Speaking is my passion. Anytime someone speaks for a living, I think you ought to be pretty passionate about that. And I'm making this video because I ran across someone today, and it said, "Curt, man, we haven't seen you in a few months. Where are you? Where have you been? Normally you'll stop by and say hello to us in your patrol car, but man, I haven't seen you. Where have you been hiding? Did they transfer you somewhere else?" And I said, "No, brother." I said, "I actually resigned for a good reason back in July of this year to pursue full-time motivational speaking." And I told them my journey of over the years speaking and having an opportunity to do commercials for the Highway Patrol, and I absolutely loved it. But I found a higher calling or a different calling, especially when I wrote the book called 3 Keys to Becoming a Responsible Student. And I explained to them that even though I worked with the Highway Patrol and the military, that there was a different calling for 2 reasons. One, I love to speak. Speaking is my passion, as I stated before. And the second reason is, as you see all those videos that are going viral over the internet of our youth that are fighting each other, robbing each other, shooting each other. And I said, you know what? I didn't feel it was enough what I was doing with the Highway Patrol. And they gave me ample opportunity to go speak. And I loved them so much for that. But I wanted to take it to another level. And said, you know what? I went to school for speaking, joined Toastmasters, graduated from Buckley School of Public Speaking. And I took years of practicing before I made the leap, but I wanted to make the leap to be a full-time speaker because I wanted to make a difference and a change, to be somewhat a conduit of good energy. And now I get an opportunity to speak to kids, and I share them my story, how no matter you see me on television or saw me on television and different things I've been doing in my life seem like great things, and I share with them a time in my life when I failed the 9th grade, and I explained to them that I was extremely smart. I was raised in a church home, but I played around. And I told them how I even thought about dropping out of school, and because I failed the 9th grade. And you all know, if you have a mama raised in the South, she wasn't having that. Nobody's dropping out of school, but I thought about it. So anyway, it wasn't until I read a poem from George Washington Carver, and it's actually his favorite poem, from Edgar A. Guest. And it said this, it said, "Figure it out for yourself, my lad. You have all that the greatest of men have had. You have 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs, and 2 eyes, and a brain to use if you be wise. If with this equipment they all began, so Curt, start from the top and say, I can." When I read that poem back in the 9th grade, it actually gave me life, and it gave me hope that said, you know what? I failed, but I can get up and try again. It's embarrassing, but I got up and I tried again. And I was able to graduate with my graduating class back in 1999 from my high school in Manning. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn more about me, that I can learn and teach more about others. So that's what I do now. I speak for a living. I speak to kids in middle and high school, colleges, churches, wherever I get opportunity, even adults. And I'm part of the team now that's part of changing society, or changing the way we look at our youth. I think our youth now are some of the brightest and most intelligent kids that we've had in our generation, and I want to be a part of that. So anyway, that's enough about me. I'm glad to be able to be your friend. Stay tuned. I have more speaking engagements coming up, and I want to see your face, maybe meet you one day. And so again, this is Curt Thomas, and if you ever need a speaker, don't ever hesitate to contact me on my website, which is www.curt with a C, Curt Thomas, all spelled together. Not that sorry Knicks player who used to play basketball back in the day. But www.curtthomasspeaks.com. That's www Curt, CurtThomasspeaks.com, CurtThomasspeaks.com, and also my email address is CurtThomasspeaks@gmail.com. So thank you for your time, and I'm glad to be able to have this connection with you, and I'll see you at the top. Take care.